It's another scooter day, and it's a fancy one, I think. So let's just cut straight to the walk round. Scooter time. So I am what you would call a recent convert for scooters. Always something really that never interested me until I've been on a couple, and now I think they're absolutely brilliant, and you can see a difference between certain brands with how much power you get. So I wouldn't say I'm quite the connoisseur yet, but I am getting there with scooters because I've been on that many recently. I can tell you what feels nice and what doesn't. So let's take this for instance. What we've got here is the Mondial Imola. It's a 125. As far as scooters go, looks wise, this has got to be one of the best. We'll have a look round the usual way, and then you tell me in the comments what you think. I can tell you for certain this bike is currently for sale at Into Moto, but it won't be there for long because they've discounted the hell out of this one really cheap. Let's just cut to the walk round so you can have a look. So there's our close-up. How nice does that look? As far as scooters go, is there a nicer scooter out there for this price? I would say no. There's some alright scooters out there for around the £2,000 mark, which is what this is currently up for sale for. But it's a £3,000 scooter really with a third off. That is a massive saving. You could get this for the price of one of the cheaper ones, and you're getting a hell of a lot more for your money if you were to buy this. Excuse the mud and dirt on it. It is this time of year, so they're just always dirty, aren't they? Anyone who bikes all year round will tell you keeping your bike clean in this weather is near impossible. Oh, look at that. And all the way around. Let's start going through some specs. So I can see a single disc at the back, and we've got a single shock at the back as well, and we've got a single disc at the front. Now I've already tried these and the brakes are really sharp. I'll show you on this car park before I leave. Like with most scooters, we've got the center stand. We've also got a side stand as well if you choose. Buttons wise, very similar. I mean, scooters are quite basic, aren't they, as far as the buttons and modes and everything go, but that's part of the ease of riding them. So what we've got here is your horn, your indicators, and you've got your indicator cut-off button there. We've got your high-low beam, and on the right hand side we have just got your engine start. We've got your engine cut-off as well. As far as keys go, this is as good as any car key. Proper substantial key from Mondial. It's like they just have to go that one step further with everything. They do it with the design down to the key. Let's just turn things on here so you can see what we've got. So we've got the 3 screens. So this one, you've got your fuel gauge, you've got your miles, we've got our speedo, which is in miles per hour, and then we've got your battery voltage, and we've also got your total miles again. But yeah, it looks quite impressive, doesn't it? Let's just open the seat up and have a look what storage we've got. So the storage on this isn't brilliant. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think you're going to get a helmet in there. Maybe one of those half-size ones will fit in, but I don't think you'll get a full face in there. But you will get a nice little shopping bag in there, I would have thought. Or if you're using it for work or for college or whatever, you'll get a bit in for that. Grab handles for your passenger. It's just the standard walk round from me today. As far as facts and figures go, I'll pop them on at the end. Usual format for me. Just wanted to show you what it looks like around the bike and what kind of buttons and stuff we've got to play with. Got to agree, it's a nice looking bike, this. I like it, even with the mud that I've put on it. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you're into. And be quick, if you do want it, it's going to fly out the shop, this, because of the discount. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And as always, don't forget to subscribe in all the Oxford gear. So if you're interested in something like this, which not only is good for your safety protection if you fall with all the pads in the right place, but it's also lovely and warm. So this time of year, absolutely top kit. It's a really good price as well, so have a look at that. And don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, I'm going revving and going. Join me.
Let's do a brake test, shall we? Jesus, I've got to say, they're the sharpest brakes I think I've ever used. What I've discovered over my years of riding, now I appreciate a 50cc scooter, I see a place for them, but I really do like a 125 or bigger. I think they're brilliant because they pick up speed really nicely. They do. And this is one of those bikes, it proper shifts. 17 or above, this is for me what you want. You want something that's going to be quick enough to keep up with everything on the road, but you also want it quick enough that you can hit a dual carriageway as well. And this certainly does feel quick enough for all of the above. That's the only issue I have with the 50s. They're fine round town, but you are limited as to where you can actually go. Oh my god, these brakes, unbelievably sharp. I feel a race coming on. Who's gonna win the 125 scramble? No, I'm not playing. Maybe I will. No, I'm not. I'll try not to. No, am I kidding? I defo am. Okay. Now you can hear that bike at the front just give it absolutely everything. You can tell it was being redlined. It got a faster start, but I think you find that with geared bikes too, these Rev and Goes. I think first gear you do tend to pull away a lot quicker than what you can do on a Rev and Go. But once they catch up, like I think this is probably faster than that. Wouldn't surprise me actually if top end on this was faster than that bike, but we'll never know. It's too busy delivering pizzas, otherwise I'd have him on the dual carriageway, I reckon. This has got to be one of the more better looking ones. It's just fact when you look at the styling of these, but it's what you would expect from Mondial. They do it with the motorbikes, they make them all different and nice in my opinion, but they're always a bit quirky, and this is exactly the same. It's like they've took a scooter and then gone, right, how can we make it better? And that's what they do, because the styling on this is loads better than what you would get from another one. Now brand new, these are, I think they're a little under £3,000, so in the current market they're not actually that badly priced, but there are scooters that you can get that are cheaper. There's 125s you can get for around that £2,000 mark. They're not a patch on this, mind. But what I will say is this bike in particular, whilst it's a 22 plate, it's actually a part exchange that's come into Moto, so it's actually classed as a used bike. It's only got 500 miles on it, and Moto are selling this for an absolute steal. They're selling this for, I think it's £2,000, or it might even be, I'm sure it's around the £2,000 mark, so it's £800 less than a brand new one, and it's only got 500 miles on it, so that's an amazing saving. And I personally would rather buy one of these than get a brand spanking new one for £2,000 that isn't going to look anywhere near as good, and it won't feel as nippy either. It's not rapid by any stretch. Comparing to a 50, then it's rapid, but compared to other 125s, it's probably one of the better ones, but it does feel quite small as well. Compared to some of the scooters I've been on recently, it does feel quite small, like your handlebars are very close to you, and your knees and your feet, you've not got loads of room actually down there. And normally on these scooters you've got loads of room, certainly for a shopping bag or something like that, and this doesn't feel like you've got loads of room. It's like Mondial have got a scooter and thought, how can we make this look a little bit sporty? And it does get up to normal road speeds very, very nicely. You get to 30 mile an hour with a blink of an eye really, so it's good if you just want it for round town. You're certainly going to be able to keep up with traffic. You're going to get up to those speeds nice and quickly without breaking a sweat. The exhaust does sound a little bit throaty. That's nice. But I do like how this is all laid out as well at the front. Impression that you are on something a little bit different. It's not got one of those speedos on that just goes like proper old school. It looks like you sat on a motorbike when you're looking at these, and a nice one at that. Gotta kind of give credit to Mondial for that. They're making some brilliant motorbikes, certainly around this engine capacity as well. The 125ccs that they're making with the flat track and the HP, I think are really, really nice. They're just different. They're just different to most other bikes out there. The styling on them is just really unique, I think. And this scooter just follows exactly the same format as the other bikes. They are very different, but in a very, very good way. And I've already mentioned, like, I'm not a salesman by any stretch. I don't work for Into Moto, but I do think it's very important, I tell you, because somebody is going to get the bargain of a century with this bike, and they are. If I was in the market for a scooter myself, I would jump at this. I really like it. Comparing it to some of the cheaper 125s that brand new are around £2,000, they're not a patch on this. This is considerably better than those. Oh, I do feel like a teenager on this as well. Like a grumpy old fat teenager with a beard. That's what I feel like. Just kidding. I'm just grumpy old and fat. It's a scooter. It's a decent looking scooter. As far as scooters go, it's one of the better ones with that modern scooter look. Anyway, I do like the classic ones, if I'm brutally honest, but as far as like the new shape go, the modern shape, this for me is one of the better ones, if not the best one. Let's just summarize this bike. It's an absolute bargain. There's a massive saving on it. Be quick, because it won't be in this garage for long. It's the only reason I've managed to get a go on this today, is because it's only come into the shop today. It feels nice, it's comfortable, it looks good. It's just a nice little 125 bike, so if you want one, it's here, but it won't be here for long, so you'll have to get a move on with it. No, I like it, and I'm sure you'll like it as well. Link in the description to these guys. So thanks for watching. I shall catch you on the next one.